we're in for some fun and games, literally. Hello, Gavin.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
I am good. So this is our first time working together.
It is. We've not done this before. Hello, Hochanda world. How are you all today? Getting in the festive spirit, I hope?
Hopefully, yes, indeed. Now, games. It's all about puzzles and games. And I understand the last time the Genius Square was on, it flew out the door.
I don't think anybody had actually seen anything quite like this in terms of response before. We had to restock 5 times, which was quite amazing. But then this is an amazing game. So shall I tell you about the Genius Square?
That would be lovely. Just to say, obviously it's not going to come in time for Christmas now, but we're thinking birthdays next year, presents, that's the sort of thing. And it's all going to be dispatched from the 2nd of January. Lovely.
So this is a game which every family in the world ultimately will own, because this probably is going to be as big as Rubik's Cube. Ooh. It's been out for 13 months now, and the Genius Square worldwide in its first 13 months has sold, believe it or not, 152,000 units. Oh. And most of that has been because of word of mouth. And let me tell you, I've played over 5,000 games in my lifetime, and this is by far the best of them. And I'm now going to explain to you why. Cool. What you get is not this giant set which you see here, which we've got specifically for Alex and I to play. Alex playing for the first time in a moment.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
But what you actually get is this little set here, that you can see, which is everything you need for 2 people to play together. So we'll explain what those bits do in a moment, but you'll see that you've got 7 dice and you've got 2 of the Genius Square boards, together with all of the different coloured shapes and those little pins, which are what we call blockers. So let's move over to the larger set, which you'll also be able to see us playing from overhead. So this is how you play the Genius Square, and believe it or not, there are 62,208 different puzzles that you can actually play here. And the way it works is like this. We take these dice, and the dice have coordinates on them. And all we do is we roll the dice, and that's where our 62,208 possibilities come into place. Now, Alex, if you want to remove all of your pieces that are there, it's these pins that we're going to concentrate on for the moment. Right. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these pins, these blockers, into the 7 coordinates. So we've got D2, and E1, and F1, and F5, and B5, and D4, and where is the other one that I've missed out on? E1. No, we've got E1, F5, F1, B2, D4, B2. There it is there. B2. Right. And all we're going to do now is we are going to race against each other in order to complete the grid. Now, there is always at least one solution. In fact, we ran this through a computer program to make sure that this really did work, and it works every single time. So are you ready? I'm nervous. Your first go ever, and the problem is I'm going to have to multitask now because I'm going to have to be talking at the same time. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off we go. And this is Alex's first time ever playing this. Now, one of the really amazing things about this game is that it's something for the whole family. It's ages 6 and up, and as I mentioned, you've got the 2 boards there, which means that 2 people can play against each other. But of course, you can add more boards to it if you want. Boom! I'm not competitive at all. Did that really happen? Not only have we just proved that I can't multitask, but secondly, Alex, you're absolutely amazing at this. I want to know something. How good did it feel? Really good. To finish that. And it works every single time. If there is one game that you buy in the whole of the rest of your life, buy this. This is the Genius Square, and this game is truly amazing. Let's have one more quick game. We've lost 10% already. I'm so happy. I'm happy too. That's good. Okay, Alex, this time you roll the dice. Okay. And let's see what comes up. And you're going to get to see this on the overhead as well, which means that you've got the opportunity to try and work out what we should do. Most of the puzzles do have multiple solutions. So just because we're doing it one way doesn't mean that it will or won't work. There'll be lots of ways of doing it. So roll the dice. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to There we go. There you are. That's brilliant. So we have got here B2, and A5, and C6, and D2, and A6, And what is the last one? Have I done this again? I keep doing D3. There you go.
D3.
Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4,
more.
5, 6. One more. I want over here is A6, C6, B2, A5.
B5.
B5. Did I say B5? No, there's not a B5. E5.
Oh,
E5. There you go. There, we've done it. Okay. Revenge needs to happen now.
Gosh.
On the right of your screen is me. On the left of your screen is Alex. If you're ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play the Genius Square. Now I'm under pressure. So the beautiful thing is, no matter whether you are young or old, you'll be able to play this together. And in an age when children are finding it so difficult to pull themselves away from their tablets, it's nice to have something which families can sit down and do together, which is not on a screen. I am making a real mess of this again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Because I can't multitask, can I?
No, I can't either.
But do you know something? I can't. I mean, my wife says I can't load the dishwasher. If I can't load the dishwasher, then heaven help me doing this with presenting at the same time. I'm all over the place here. I know.
Not as
now,
good on
of course,
this one.
not everyone is going to be as easy as the other one that you've just done. It's all in the luck of the way that you do it. Alex, how are you doing over there?
Rubbish, and I nearly swore then, and I've got to watch myself.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No, you see, okay, well, you're not doing as rubbish as I am, because I've messed this up again.
This one's harder. This is definitely a harder format.
It is much harder. And people often ask me, a question they often ask me is every possible combination available on the dice? And the answer is no, because you never know whether they're all going to be possible. So you can't just make up coordinates. You have to go with, I've done this again. Look at, oh no, I haven't. I'm about to beat you, Alex. I've done it!
Fair enough.
It's one game all. Revenge is very sweet.
Yeah.
So now we are drawing. So remember, you're not getting this giant set. What you are getting is this set here, which is amazing and contains these beautiful shiny pieces and everything you need for 2 people to play. And you can buy multiple sets as well. And that's 62,208 different puzzles for the tiny, tiny price of
£16.99. How much has gone? 20% of the stock has gone. 549652 is your item number. This is really good fun, seriously.
By the way, can I tell you that in its first year, this got to the final in the Game of the Year Awards in the United States, and also the Good Toy Guide, who are the main people who award ratings to toys in the UK, gave this the 2nd highest rating they've ever given to a game.
Wow.
So that tells you how good it is.
Did you invent this?
Well, let me tell you the story. It's a beautiful story. This was originally invented by an Algerian mathematician.
Right.
And he sent it to me. He actually sent it to most of the big toy companies across the world. Yeah. And they all rejected it.
I bet you're glad you didn't.
Absolutely. He went online and he looked for companies that might be interested, and he came and found us. And unfortunately, his idea didn't work. But instead of giving up on it, we decided to work with him, together with the Professor of Computer Science from Birkbeck College, and a number of other people as well, and we managed to get it to work just by changing a few things. And you know what? There was that moment when this thing arrived, when we finally got it to work, and you sort of think to yourself, have I actually got this here at the Happy Puzzle Company? Yeah. Little us, is this supposed to really happen in real life? But now it's something that you need to own, because every family around the world needs to have this. You've all got Monopoly, you've all got Scrabble, you've all got Cluedo. Now you all need to have the Genius Square. Yeah. If you haven't got it, today's your chance, because you've got a beautiful, beautiful opportunity to pick it up at $16.99.
$16.99. We're over 20% gone. 549652. Now I think we've got a little video of it. Video of it. Let's take a look. Next up, we have got the Chroma Cube. What is this?
Now, this is a brand new game, brand new puzzle. It's the first time it's been on television in the UK, and I believe anywhere across the world, but I can't confirm that because I don't watch every channel all the time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to watch Hochanda, correct? Let's tell you about Chroma Cube. Now, this is a logical deduction puzzle, and actually, I really want to focus on the quality of this as well, because if you have a look here, this is absolutely stunning, and it's made entirely out of wood. And this will sit beautifully on anybody's coffee table. And what maybe you can see from there is that these triangles are built so that the wooden blocks can actually fit inside there like so. So what we have here is we have 12 of these colours, and the colours that we've got have got their true identities with them. So we've got, as you can probably see, black and white, but also emerald brown, magenta, teal, orange mustard, coral, mint, purple, and my favourite, this colour here, cobalt.
Right.
Okay, now this is what we have to do. There are 25 different puzzles, and they get steadily harder and harder as you go through. So if I take puzzle number 1 here, just hold it up to the camera so that you can see this here. Now what we're going to get is we're going to get a few clues as to where the first of these coloured cubes need to go. So if we have a look over here, let's take this off straight away. And what we've got here is we know that white is going to go up there.
Yeah.
And the cobalt is going to go over here, and then the orange is going to go here, and the brown is going to go next to it here. The mustard will go next to that there. Then we've got the purple down here in the corner, and we've got the emerald over here. So this is giving us a nice start, because in this case we've only got 5 cubes left, and I'm going to give them now to Alex to do. Now what we've got here, and I don't know if the camera can just zoom in to see what's actually on here. If you look at the lower part of it, you can see, oh, my hand's over it, there you are, there are some clues. And if we follow the clues, this is what's going to allow us to use logical deduction to work out where each and every other colour is supposed to go. So let's look at the clue. Now, the first clue you've got, Alex, there, is that coral and magenta are in the same column. So coral and magenta in the same column. Now, where have we got coral or magenta on here? Well, we could take the two puzzles. You got them there. We don't know at the moment where they're going to go, but you can actually work it out.
Either
because
there or there.
Exactly, they're going to have to go in that column, because that's the only column that's actually got space for both of them to go in. But we don't know what order they're going to go in yet.
Oh, so columns that were sorry.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct. So what we also know is that black is going to go next to magenta. So you're absolutely right, because there's only one other space there. So if we put that in there, then the black is obviously going to have to go next to it like that. Now we know that either teal or black will sit next to cobalt. So there's our cobalt there. So we know it's going to be one of these two. But the last clue tells us that coral sits next to white. Okay, coral sits next to white. Yeah, which already does there. So now we just need to know which way round these two are going to go. Let's put that in there. Let's see if you're right. So if we have a look now, we can actually see that our solution is there, and we can actually see that, Alex, you got it absolutely spot on. Okay. Now that is puzzle number 1, so it's really relatively easy. I warn you, these puzzles get unbelievably difficult. So if you're looking for a puzzle which is going to be a good gift for somebody who really likes to be stretched, somebody who likes logical deduction puzzles, somebody who maybe likes doing Sudoku and things like that, these get really hard. And just to give you an idea, and I know that in a sense it's not going to mean a huge amount at this stage, but by the time you get to the end, you look at puzzle 25 here, it tells you we only got 3 of the colours in place there, and our clues say that the middle row adds up to 23 and the other 2 rows are of equal numeric value. Oh my gosh. The total value of each column from left to right is 17, 13, 19 and 18, and so it goes on. Now they don't mean anything by themselves, but as you go through these puzzles and as they get harder and harder and harder, that's when the clues will start to mean something to you. So don't expect this to be easy. Yes, we did puzzle number 1 because it's a good way of demonstrating things to you. Yeah. So once again, what we've got is as you can see here from the colour legend, we've got the different colours that you get here. Those are the only 12 colours that you need. We're going to need to put them in things like alphabetical order, give them numerical values, all sorts of things, and we work our way through the 25 different puzzles from extremely easy to incredibly difficult, and this is a a stunningly built puzzle and is highly recommended. Created by the American inventor Joshua Sellers. This has only been in the UK now for 6 weeks, and it's doing absolutely great. So as I said, this is the first opportunity you've got to buy it on Hochanda. It's only just come out and is highly recommended by me.
There you go. So I like that. If you want to stretch yourself, or you know someone that really likes to, you know, get their teeth into a puzzle, here are the details. This is just $16.99.